started my own company, I was a bar manager for a chain restaurant. And I'll admit it, I was struggling. My labor costs were too high. My marketing expenses were too high. In fact, all of my costs were too high. Every day, I was trying to cut another half hour off a schedule and had people breathing down my neck, busting me on every number. Then one day, somebody came to my bar with an idea for promotion. It's a pretty good one. So I did the promotion. The next month, suddenly my revenues went up 30%. 30%. And for the first time, I didn't have a labor cost problem. I had the money I needed for marketing. Suddenly, all my costs work. So I realized very quickly, at a very young age, that I didn't have expense problems. I only had revenue problems. I realized this, and this applies to everyone in business. Revenue fixes everything. End of story. So you have no expense problems. You only have revenue problems. And if I can teach you to be a monster of revenues, I can solve every problem you have. So when I was young, I became a revenue monster. Every promotion, every gimmick, every word my staff said was designed to get more money out of customers. And my obsession with revenue got me promoted to a bigger property. When your revenue goes up 50%, trust me, you get noticed. Well, I did it again, and I got moved to a bigger place, again. And then I did it again, and I got moved to a bigger place, again. All in all, as an employee, I got promoted 11 times in 5 years. And my income went up 800% because I knew how to drive revenue better than anyone in the company. I knew how to keep customers longer. I knew how to get them to spend more. My advantage over everyone else was that I knew to use manipulation to get customers to do what I wanted. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Have you ever been to any of the great theme parks around the world, like Universal Studios or Disneyland parks? Perfect. Then you'll be able to completely relate to my next story. Okay, work with me here. You're at a Disney park. You walk through the gates after paying a crazy amount for admission. At the first attraction, you stand in line for an hour and a half, and the ride is 2 minutes. Then you stand in the next line for another 2.5 hours for another 2-minute ride. You want a Coke? That's about $20, and you wait 45 minutes for that to get it in a cup with Mickey Mouse on top. Not very convenient to carry that around all day, is it? So now you're carrying this cup in 120-degree weather after standing on line almost all day. You've been standing in line literally forever, and you have this bag full of merchandise that you've been schlepping around all day, right? When you get home and you look at the things you bought, you realize these people put their hands so deep in your pockets that they're around your ankles and you didn't even know it. Oh, and Disney theme parks, they are the masters of manipulation, and nobody does it better. Let me prove it to you. A mom goes to a Disney park with the ugliest child on the planet. I mean, this is one ugly kid. And she's wheeling the kid through the gate. The kid has a hat on, of course, because it's so ugly. And as she's strolling into the main area of the park, she asks one of the employees, what time does the parade start? The Disney cast member, that's what they're called, cast members, answers the question, then looks down at the child. They lift up the child's hat, look directly into the mom's eyes, and says, he's adorable. And mom immediately straightens up, her posture beams with pride about her ugly-hatted child, and that moment is gold. There are only 2 places on the planet where that kid is adorable. The Disney theme park and grandma's house. And mom is going to go back to the place that makes her feel that way every time she can. That's it. That emotion is money. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to point out something very important. If you take that same kid to another theme park, I guarantee you nothing like that experience will ever happen to that mom and that kid. And that's the power of mental manipulation. It causes you to have more fun than you normally would. It causes you to buy something that you normally wouldn't. It steers you to spend more of your money in ways that you would never spend your money if you weren't being manipulated or incentivized or in some way caused to want to buy something. That's why manipulation is the power to turn people into great customers by giving them an experience they don't or can't get anywhere else. That's why it's so powerful to use manipulation in business. In coming chapters, I'm going to show you how to become a master manipulator so you can utilize the power of manipulation to increase your business and to provide your customers with unmatched experiences. But before we